G'day guys, welcome back. I'm having so much fun with resin coasters. I'm going to do another one. And guess what? My pigment pastes have arrived. This is what I've been waiting for. So that's it there. Dynamic pigment paste. It has quite a strong odor, like a really strong oil paint or enamel paint. So that's it there. Can't remember the name of the company. It's a Queensland. It's a Australian company. I'd have to look it up, see where I got those from. But as you know, I've been learning a lot from Petra Yolbog. Hi Petra again. Hi. Yeah, she's wonderful. I've been learning heaps from her, and she does the puddle pours using pigment paste. Now, it's not the same pigment paste as this because she's overseas. I'm not sure where you are. Holland, Netherlands. Not sure where she is, but not in Australia anyway. So I'm using different pigment pastes. I'm hoping that they will still work the same way. I've mixed up my resin here. I'm using this nice, heavy, thick silicone mold, and I've just put it on my cake stand. It brings it up a little bit higher for me as well, just so I'm not bending over as much and hurting my back, but I can also move it around and I can pick it up and move it somewhere if I want to. Now, the resin I'm using today is the Barnes Clariti. It's for casting, so you can use it when you're doing something deep like a mold. You've got about 35 minutes of work time, and you can put a hot cup of tea or coffee on these once they are fully cured, up to 145 degrees Celsius. Now, I'm just going to move that out of the way because I'm going to start mixing up my colours. I'm doing blues and some mirrored glassy stuff as well. I just got this from eBay, this glass. That's the name of it. Culotte or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to divide my resin into these little cups here. So I've got the white pigment paste. I've also got a turquoise pigment paste that I've made myself. And I put in a little bit of the phthalo blue and a little bit of the phthalo green pigment paste with some white, and that's what gave me this turquoise. I'm using Pinata Sapphire Blue and Baja Blue in the alcohol inks, and then I've got Pearl-Ex in the black. That's a mica powder, and I think I'm going to put just a drop or two of the black alcohol ink in that as well. So let's make sure I've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haven't got one for my clear. Hang on. My gosh, 7 cups. All right, so I'm going to have to break this resin down into 7 little cups. I don't need very much for my glass, so I'll start with that one because I'm basically just going to make a paste out of it. So just a little bit, just enough to basically wet those granules. And I'll do 4 scoops because I've got 4 trays. Am I still in frame here? Here we go. I don't even know if I'm in frame. Okay, here we go. I'll do 4 scoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I've got 4 coasters that I'm doing. So I'll put that aside, and that can have a stick. So that one's done. I'm standing on the other side of the table today because I've got coasters still wet on the other side of the table, so I'm working backwards today. So that's it, just made like a paste out of it. That's that one done. Now this one is just going to be my clear, so I want to keep, say, 3/4 of a cup for the clear, so that's that one. The white, I'm only going to do like a little puddle of white and a little puddle of this turquoise, so I really don't need very much. So let's just do 1/4, not even 1/4, 1/8, I don't know, we'll see, of the bottom of that, because yeah, I just need a little puddle. And I'm just going to put the end of my stick. That's all I'm going to do with that one. And the same with the white. Just going to put just the end of my stick in there. I think that's all I need, because you can't go over 10%, can you? Can't go over 10% of colour with your resin. Make sure you mix it really well. So this pigment paste is a really highly pigmented white paint. Hopefully that's enough, because I want it to be opaque. So you don't want to see your stick through it. If you can see your stick through it, then you need to put a little bit more in. All right, so that's the white. Let's do the same with the turquoise. I might need to put a little bit more white in. So that's the turquoise. Certainly can't see through that one. Just going to put a tiny little bit more of the white in. There we go. I think I just had more on the stick of the turquoise one. So I've washed my moulds out with warm water and soap, and I dried them with paper towel, and then I got the hairdryer and I dried them again, make sure they were totally dry. And then I got some masking tape, and I put the tape in there and just kind of picked up all the little bits of lint and fluff and whatever else might be in there. It's hardly got any bubbles at all. This is really good, this Clariti. I'm so happy with it. Cost me a fortune. Now, the alcohol inks, I need to do, that's the most, I'm going to use the most of the alcohol inks. So I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup in both of those colours. And I don't need very much, so this is the Baja. 1, 2, 3. I want it to be 3. I want it to be really transparent. I don't know that I shook that up very well, did I? Let's shake this one up as well. This is the sapphire. We'll do 3 drops in this one as well and just see what the colour's like. Pretty similar, I think. Well, this one might be a little bit more of a teal shade. It starts off kind of wispy like that. I'll give it a good stir. It does stay very transparent, so you can see the stick through there. And depending on how deep you want your colour, you could add a few more drops. So this is 3 drops. I'll see how it looks when I've done this blue one as well. See, the colour's just sitting on the top at the moment. And then you give it a good stir. It kind of all sticks to the sides. You go around and incorporate the sides, make sure we're getting all of it. I think I might increase it to 5 drops, just because it's not very dark. Definitely see through it. Okay, because I want that one to be a little bit more, actually I'll leave that one with 3. Let's do 1, 2, that one can have 6. So the Baja can stay nice and pale looking. And we'll see if we can get a little bit more colour out of the sapphire. still going to be transparent though, so you can still see the stick through there. It's just got a little bit more colour on it. So I'm only using the one mica powder today, and that's the black. And hopefully the combination between alcohol inks and the mica powder and the paste will give me a nice little effects happening. Okay, so now I don't need very much of the black because it's only going to go around the edges. So I think I'll just do, going to do half a cup. And there's a little bit of clear left, and I'll just pour it in there with the other clear. Tiny bit left. Now last time I didn't put enough black in, and I got like a really wispy effect. So I think I did about that much black, but I'm going to double that. Put a little bit more in. There we go. It's only a tiny little jar. Hey, it's not going to last very long if I use that. And then I think I'm going to just put in, we'll see what one drop looks like. Hey, one for now of alcohol ink. And it takes a little while to get it all mixed in. It's the black that makes the beautiful effects. Of those sort of wispy looking effects. I didn't have enough mica in last one. That one, oh yeah, I did it. Well, I only just done it this morning, so it's the video is up though. But, okay, so it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. Might put another drop of alcohol ink into it. Let's do 3. So that's had 3 drops and probably a teaspoon of the mica powder. So that's going to be my edge. I've got lots of colours here. This sapphire, it's looking more green. I thought it was blue. I guess the more you put in the blue it's going to get. It's just as well I've got blue here. Well, it's a turquoise blue. All right, let's move all these out of the way. It's going to go first. I have to work out what I want to do with each colour. That's kind of the order I want to do it. Oh dear, look, I've splashed. I've got paint in there. Oh. All right, I'm just going to use my face wipe. A little Johnson's face wipe. Get that out. I'll put it back in the little, poke it back in there because I can use it again. And then let's just dry that off. I've probably got little bits of fluff now from my paper towel. So now I'm going to have to get a bit of tape. Oh, it's a bit of a rigmarole, isn't it? But look, preparation, so important. I'm just going to stick that on there. And that'll pull up. See, there's a bit of fluff there. I didn't see it, but there it is. Let's just go over that. So you want it to have a really nice finish. Okay, now let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit more for the actual pouring of it. Take you down as close as I can get. Or do you want to see the coloured cups? Maybe you want to see the coloured cups, eh? Oh, now I can't zoom back out. There we go. Okay, there we go. I pushed the off button. I can't see what I'm doing from the side. All right, here we go. Now I've got my little paper cups. These are 150 mils little paper cups, and I bought those so that I could pinch the corners, well, not the corners, the edge, and make a nice little fine line through here. Okay, so let's get going. Oh, stick. Okay, let me take the stick out. I'll just put it down here. I only want a thin line. Hopefully I can get a thin line. It's a bit tricky. Okay. It's a bit thick in the corner there. I like being on a turntable here because I can turn it round as I'm going if I need to. And wipe that off. Now this mold I got from Colour Passion in Australia. Not sure if they sell overseas, but you can get these particular molds, you know, lots of places. I've seen them. It's just cheaper for me to buy in Australia than paying shipping from overseas. It actually comes with, well, you can buy a set of 4 like square ones as well, and they kind of slot together. I've got a little bit of black left there. Just in case I need it, I'm going to push this into the edges there because that's missed. Where else? Oh, I love being on a turntable like this. I can see where I've missed. Okay, and clean that little blob off. The only problem I have with this mold, it looks as if these 2 pieces don't match those 2. These ones are smaller and they're lower. These ones are bigger and they're higher. So I'm going to have to go to this measurement when I fill them, because the last time I used these, I overflowed everything. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the, let's use the Baja, and I'm just going to pour it into the middle. And I'll use it all. I think I need to use it all. And this is where the black will start doing its thing. Oh, I hope I've got enough. Black will start doing its thing, blending into the other silicone. Okay, so that's that one done. I know I haven't filled it, but it won't matter. It'll all sort of blend together later on. Now I'm going to put just a little puddle of this turquoise, the pigment paste. I'm just going to put a little puddle in the middle. There's quite a lot of black. Oh, maybe I put too much black in. A little puddle in the middle. Try not to let it drip. Oops. Little puddle. Try and go with the same amount on each of them. So this is heavy. It's going to sink to the bottom, as you can see. I've still got some left there. It's hard making up just a tiny amount. And actually, I think I'll give that a torch. Get some bubbles out, because I haven't actually torched it yet. I can see there's some bubbles underneath that are actually sitting on top of that pigment paste. Maybe it's something that you need to mix up earlier. And there's a hair. Things just fly around in the air, don't they? Always have your little skewer ready. So that has sunk. Now I'm going to pour some white, a little puddle, onto that turquoise. About the same size. I really don't know whether these pigment pastes are going to act the same way as other pigment pastes do. I hope so, because they've cost me an absolute fortune. I've got a few colours. Oh, look, it's doing weird things. Okay, so now I'm going to pour the sapphire in on top and basically try and push those puddles out. And I'll go from up high, a little bit of weight to push them out. Guess you've got to, oh, it didn't pour very well. It's coming out the side. Oh my gosh. There we go. The white seems to be doing different things to what Petra's one does. That's that. Now, oh, look at this. I need to fill this in. Maybe I'll just put a little bit of that there. So I need to fill in my gap. That'll have to do. Right. So I haven't used all of that. I'm getting quite full actually. So a little bit of room just for some clear. And then I want to quickly poke some of that crushed glass in the center. And a little bit of clear. Oh my gosh, these, I'm not pouring very well. Oh dear. Put that in the center. I don't want to overflow them, that's all. Yeah, I'm trying to pour out there and it's kind of running down the side. Okay, well, you know, practice. All right, here we go. Clear again. Probably got too much paint in there. It's all flowing back into the middle. I don't want to put too much in. I don't want to overlap, you know, overflow my mold. Oh, they've kind of just all gone back in. All right, this one, last one. Clear. And then my glass. Okay. Now I'll just make sure that they're all full. A little bit of clear on top just to make sure that everybody's got enough. Okay. I don't want to poke them all too much. I've still got quite a bit of clear left. I've got enough to do another coaster. I can do another one. Let me torch these because I can see bubbles on the surface now. I've got my big ring light there. So it shines over the surface. That's really good. Tells me where my bubbles are. I guess that will soak in. I've got a little round coaster. It's a set of 3, but I could do one of them. Couldn't I? I'll go and get it. Oh, where is it? Where is it? This one here. I'll just set it up over here. And then we'll do that one. Okay, I'm just going to do this end one here. Hopefully I've got enough. Yeah, I should have enough to do that one. So let's start with the black edge again. I use it all up. So obviously don't need 300 mils. But see, I'd rather have a little bit more than not enough. You know, if you think, oh my gosh, I haven't made up enough black. So I'd rather have a little bit more than what I need rather than run out. Okay, so that one's empty. And I actually don't have any left of the Baja. That's okay, because I've got quite a lot of the sapphire, so we'll use all the sapphire up. Pour it in. Doesn't matter if it goes over the top. The black will blend nicely with it, so that one's gone. Stack all these up. And now we'll do a little puddle of the turquoise pigment paste. And then a little puddle of the white pigment paste. And oh look, I've got a little bit more resin in here. Woohoo! I'm going to do the Baja. I can do that. Let's put that there. I forgot I had this little bit in here. And let's do some. There's the Baja Blue. Yeah, I don't think my pigment paste is acting the same way as Petra's did. Oh my gosh, that was too much. Oh well, I can't get it out now. Let's stir that in. Because hers stayed in a puddle, mine's kind of seeping. Oh, that means I've wasted all of these bottles. I'm going to have to try and get what she uses. I'll have to research it because this one's just not doing its thing. Maybe I can use it for something else. I don't know. Well, it was a shame. We'll see what it looks like when it dries, but it's certainly not acting the same way that hers does. So, all right, now I'm going to put a little bit more white in there. It's kind of vanished. And then the Baja Blue from up high, push the others to the edge. It's pretty much all of it. Now I've got a little bit of resin in there. If I can get a tiny bit more out of my cup. Just a little tiny bit. And then I'm going to put a few more crystals in. Just one spoonful, that will be enough. Oh, look at the white edge. The black's not really doing much, but the white's doing something. Let me just torch that. Where did I put my torch? Torch that, because I can see lots of bubbles there. Not too close. Okay, now I'm going to pour in some clear from up high. And then I'll pour in some glass in the middle. That looks interesting, doesn't it? I wonder why it's so different to the other one. I mean, I did put a little bit of extra of the white on, but I do think it's got a lot to do with the shape of the mold. I do. Because I get a different effect. This is the second little round one I've done because I had extra. And I do get a different effect than I do when I'm doing the geode, like triangular shapes. Let's just pop that again. The black isn't blending in with this one. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to burn my mold. Okay, let me get my gloves off. And I'm going to take you down for a close-up. They're very, very different, these two. Interesting to see how they dry. Okay, so that's that guy. It's really hard to get close. But that one's got a lot of white around it. The black hasn't really... Oh, look, it's starting to kind of seep around the edges. So it may be all right. It looks like a big eyeball at the moment. I'll have to come back and see what it looks like, but it is starting to seep. And then, yeah, totally different. These guys. Got some pretty effects happening there. That's the effect that I really like. See, I only got a little bit of that effect last time. I didn't put as much black mica powder in. So hopefully this time it will work. So it will change for a little while yet. There, that's the effect that I really love. Looks like natural geode or agate slices. So hopefully it will dry really pretty. But we'll have to wait for tomorrow to see how they turn out. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. But yeah, I get such a different reaction with the round ones. I have ordered some round geode molds. Haven't arrived yet. Everything's taking a long time, isn't it, when you order something, because there's not many flights in and out of country, so we just have to be patient. So I just have to play with these and keep learning and practicing until my other molds arrive. I'm having so much fun. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. It's the next day and my black velvet tray has arrived. It's one of those jewelry display trays, and I thought, oh, that would be nice to put my work on, wouldn't it? To show you. And I've got my white gloves on for demolding. So I'm really keen to see what these are going to look like. Let's do it. Just loosen the bottom. These thick chunky molds, they just release so easily. Oh, we've got a bit of clear showing through. And I'll put it back there like that, so that you can actually see through it. Look at that. Have a little look across the top. Now let's see how close I can get you without it going blurry. That's pretty good. So we've got some transparent areas there. I'm loving that crushed rock mirror glass, whatever it is, in the center there. All right, are you ready? The big reveal. Let's see what the other side's going to do. Oh, there's a lot of white in it. I wasn't expecting that. And you can still see through. Look at that. It's very beachy, isn't it? Up here you've got more of a sort of a greyish tinge to it. And then up there you've got more of the turquoise. I'm trying to focus. Alrighty. I don't know, what's the nicest side? That side or that side? This one's much darker, isn't it? This one's got a lot more white in it. Just leave it like that. And let's grab this one. Look, it's got a very black corner on it, hasn't it? I hadn't realised how dark that corner was. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. I'll try and do this a little bit faster for you, otherwise it's going to be a very long video, isn't it? Oh, that's a pretty one. Wow, I love the demolding. Look at that. Wow, that's so pretty. They're all pretty though, aren't they? Look at that. Oh, what's the word? Can't think of it. It's just the overall layout of it is really pretty on that one. Let's have a look at the back. I'm going to focus. Really pretty again. I'm going to take that glove off just so that I can touch the screen and make sure that I'm focused. Really pretty. I like the white all the way around on that one. Lovely composition, that one. All right, here we go. Put that back. So this one's very similar to the last one. Oh, it's got this big chunk out of here. It looks like a natural agate, doesn't it? Natural agate slice with a chunk cut out of it. More black on that one. Oh, I love that center. Look, you can see right through it. Love that. And we've got the very dark little black corners up here. Let's look at the back. Oh, again, we've got lots of the white around. What do you think? Do you like the white better or the dark other side? Look at that little effect there that we're getting across the top. It's very pretty. And then we've got the black edges. We've got the white and we've got the blue, and then we've got that crushed mirror glass in the center. Again, very pretty. Okay, lucky last. This one I had, this was the one that I didn't have enough of the one color, so I put a little bit of the turquoisey color through there. So I've got like that flash there. I might actually do that, like have flashes of color through. I'd have to try that on one of my next resin pours, because I do like that effect. That's very pretty, isn't it? Look at that. So I've got that little area there. That's where, yeah, I poured in that other colour there. So we've got that. Got two like transparent sections in this one. Must remember that. I do like that look. Oh, so pretty, aren't they? I'm just having so much fun with these resins. Little coasters. I was always too scared to use resin. Look at the back. Oh, that one's really pretty too. Again, it's got this here little clear area. Wow, that's so pretty. This might be my favourite. It's like a little atoll, you know, a coral atoll out in the ocean with that lower bit, that lighter bit there. Reminds me of the ocean, of the waves, the way that white is sort of coming through with that blue. That's so pretty. Love it. Okay, so do we like that side or do we like the other side? This side certainly got the black edges. And now also, before I go, do you remember this one? This was that one that I just had the extra, put the extra in. So let's have a look at that one. Let's see how that one went. Totally different effect from a round mold. I guess everything being round, everything's kind of coming into the middle evenly, whereas in the geode shaped ones, they don't do that because they're, you know, different shapes. All right, let's see if we can get this out. Oh, it's thick. It's a very thick mold, this. I think it's about 1.5 centimeters deep. Don't know that I'd want such deep, thick coasters. So, oh, tiny bit of transparency just there. I can see my finger underneath. If I hadn't have made it so thick, it wouldn't have been so opaque, I guess. But yeah, very pretty. Don't know that I can, you can't really see the edges. A little bit there, that light, wispy. Oh, it's so pretty. What light wispy blue kind of goes over the edge. Can you see that? All right, are we ready for the other side? I'm expecting a lot of white, but I don't really know. Oh, yes, there is a lot of white. Oh, it's very opaque looking. Okay, don't really like the back of it very much. A lot of white just fell to the bottom. So, all right, well, we won't use that side. Oh, look at that shine. Look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. It's catching the light. Wow. Okay, but no, definitely like this side. That's really pretty. Okay, so that's them. And that was a lot of fun to do. I'll just take you down for a real quick little close-up. And hopefully you like my black background there. Look at that edging, that wispiness of the blue. Wow, look at that. And this one. That one. My favourite one there with that extra little piece of turquoise there. Okay, let's just flip them over real quick so that you can see the other side. What do you think? Which side do you prefer? So I will do some silver edging on these. I'll get that done and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I'll see you real soon for the finished product. Hey guys, just brought you outside into the sunshine to see the finished product of these coasters. I've edged them with my silver Krylon paint pen, gilding pen. I've just got them standing up in these little glass bowls. I have ordered some plate stands, so when they arrive I'll be able to display them a little bit better for you, but for the moment these will do fine. It's a bit noisy out here this morning, birds chirping, my dogs are barking, but anyway, there they are. Hope you've enjoyed that video. I have really enjoyed making it. I've ordered some more mica pigments, so when they arrive I'm looking forward to doing some pink ones for you, pink and silver, pink and gold. I want some purple ones, so yeah, really looking forward to doing that. So I hope you've been enjoying watching these. Hello Rex. It's my king parrot. He's being a bit noisy this morning. He wants me to give him some attention. So yeah, I will see you all real soon. Thanks for watching. Hope you've been enjoying these coasters as much as I have been enjoying bringing you the videos. Really having fun with these, so I'll see you for many more to come. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.